Welcome to the Clock of Divorce is a book that it is a story about what happens when you get divorced. All the things that happen, all the questions that you have, all the sadness that you have, and how you can cope with that without telling you how to do it. It's through the history of a woman that went through that. And that at the end has a very, very high spirit ending because it says that it doesn't matter, it's not gonna kill you, it's gonna make you stronger and it's gonna hurt, but at the end, love will come back to you. I don't know if it's courage. I think it's that the need that I had to write at that moment, the need that I had to, at that moment, to understand what was happening to me, a Latin girl educated in a Latin way, where I was supposed to die in that marriage, at least die trying to save it. So it was very difficult for me to understand that love doesn't last forever, and that if you stay in the marriage and you work, it doesn't mean that it's going to last. So the book is about that, and it's about all these questions about this generation that is the generation that is they cannot live with the models that our parents had because that's gone, that's obsolete right now, and that is creating their own models. And in that process, we are doing things right, we are doing things wrong, but understanding at the end that it's happening and it happens to everybody. It's not something that only is happening to me or it's not going to happen to me ever. This is feelings. Love is feelings, and feelings have no nationality. The book has been translated in German and in Portuguese because of that. Because when you get divorced, it doesn't matter if you're American, the pain is the same. It's not like, because I'm American, I have less pain. No, that doesn't work that way. It's the same pain, it's the same process for everybody. So that's what I talk about. The second part that is about second marriages, and second or third or fourth, because nowadays you don't know, and how I'm going exactly the same as Welcome to the Club of Divorce is going through the steps through a history of women, of a lot of women that are going through that, going through the fact that the man is married or that they married, they have children, they have in-laws that they won't go away because they're there. So, and understanding that what gets divorced is the couple, not the family. The family is still there, and all the things that are very, very hard to cope with when you get married with someone that is divorced, or you're divorced, or both of you are divorced. Well, I'm a person that loves to write, and that writes about things that are happening to women and happening to me, and trying to understand what is happening. And I think that in understanding you get the peace. You get peace when you understand something and you understand the process. I'm trying to tell everybody that, and all the women out there and all the men out there, that there is not happening to them especially. There is something that is happening to this generation. We all are creating and reinventing the new models to follow. So it's very hard when you go back, and you cannot go back to our parents' marriages or to our parents' education or to our mothers being in the house cooking and taking care of everybody. We cannot go back there. So this is what we have now. And that's all the questioning that I have inside of me, and that's what I write about. I'm writing now a book about 40, for the 40s, because that's the age that I'm now, and I love it, and it's very different from my mother's age. At that time, she was sitting in her house just harvesting and waiting for the children to go to the university and having a great marriage and just having time for themselves. And now I'm in the same age, and I'm waiting for the love of my life. I'm still working. In my books, I'm thinking that it's going to be better, so it's a different age. So I wrote about it, and that book is already done. And now I'm writing about the ideal husband doesn't exist. There are worse.